So many shirts. Bombs away. I will never be naked again. What's going on, people in YouTube land? Kimchi Chris here, and welcome to today's brand new video, part 2 of the band shirt collection series. That's right, the second part. I finally made a part 2 to something that I made a part 1 to. I'm pretty bad on the channel about making part 1s for collections and things like that, and never getting to part 2, but we're here to go through more band shirts. There's a lot of them. There's a whole lot. This table's covered in them. I still have more that are actually in the bedroom. We're not getting through all of these today, I'm sure. I have no idea how many parts to the series there will be, but I'm gonna get through all of these shirts and hopefully you guys enjoy it just a little bit. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. And like the last video, these are in no real order, no rhyme, no reason. They're just thrown on a table. It's thrown on a table, ready to go. And some of them have stories behind them and some of them don't. The first one we're going with has no story behind it, but it's a great Iron Maiden shirt. Look at that, multiple Eddies. Multiple Eddies on this shirt. I have worn this in a video before. Great shirt. I'm just gonna throw them over there. I'm not gonna worry about folding them this time because time is of the essence when you have this much product to get through. Next one here is another one with no real story behind it. Classic Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. This thing is worn out because I've had this for so long. Got it at a store that used to be downtown in Nashville. I do remember that. Nonetheless, good shirt. I've also worn that one in a series of videos on here before, in several videos before, I think. I think that one is kind of overused. This one, here's a cool Alice Cooper one. This is a reproduction shirt from the 1986 through 1987 The Nightmare Returns tour. I did not see that tour because, you know, I'm too young. But this is a great shirt. I got this one on eBay. I do remember that. It's got all the tour dates on the back there. Let's see. Would I have seen this if I lived here in that time period? Yeah, I would have. Nashville's on there. I might have seen it twice because Memphis was right after it. So this is a great shirt. So far, we aren't getting a lot of stories. That's kind of alarming. I know that I want to tell some stories. Oh, this one's got some stories behind it. Tragedy shirt. Tragedy shirt. I showed my other tragedy shirt in the other video. So if you haven't watched part 1, go check it out after this one, or maybe beforehand. You know, maybe you're a rebel and you want to live, you know, with part 2 before you see part 1. But Tragedy. Great legendary crust punk band. Saw them in Austin, Texas at Chaos and Teos quite a number of years back. 2011, I learned in the last video and I remembered. I forgot about it. But great festival that used to be there for all the punk rock and grindcore and crust punk and a little bit of metal and things like that. And got to see Tragedy there in Austin, Texas. What a great time. What a great shirt. I still have this and it's exciting. It was a good time. Went there with my buddy Small Hands. I know that sometimes he watches the videos, so if you're seeing the Small Hands, leave a comment and let me know. But moving on, we're gonna check out another shirt because there's just so many of them here. Oh, here's a good one. If Small Hands is watching, he'll appreciate this one as well. One of my WuTang Clan shirts. WuTang, from seeing them last year at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the 25th anniversary of the 36 Chambers of Death record. This is a great shirt. This is a bootleg shirt. It's a bootleg shirt because they weren't selling good shirts inside, funny enough. They had really boring ones. And this one was sold to me by a guy in the parking lot for like 10 bucks after the show. What a great shirt though. What a great show. Getting to see the Wu-Tang play the 36 Chambers of Death in its entirety was just amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I know that ODB wasn't there, but we had young DB, so you know, it was a good show. It was the best way to see the Wu-Tang. I mean, they played all the songs you care about because they're one of those bands kind of like Guns N' Roses. Everyone just cares about Appetite for Destruction. Everyone cares about, you know, the 36 Chambers. All the other records have good songs, but that one has the best songs. Why do shirts attract so much dust to them? All right, next up we have another wonderful shirt. Wonderful shirt. Shonen Knife. Pop Tune Tour shirt from North American Tour 2012. I saw them at the Exit Inn here in Nashville. Great shirt, great shirt. Let's find the actual date that I saw them in 2012 because it's on here. August 19th, 2012. What a great shirt. Shonen Knife, legendary, you know, legendary punk rock band from Japan, have been going on since the mid-80s. If you like stuff like the Ramones, if you like stuff like the Descendants, you need to check them out. Great band that, you know, had kind of a following here in America. Weirdly, they kind of got taken under Kurt Cobain's wing, so to speak. Even though they were way too happy, that might have been why he liked them, because he needed some happiness in his life, plainly. But really happy, fun, poppy band, poppy pop punk band without being a pop punk band like, you know, anything you think of when you think more mainstream pop punk. I'm just walking myself into a corner, but their songs are about cats and food and having a good time, and that's what I love. I love having a good time. And here's another band that has a lot of really irrelevant songs, but is a really cool band, the Coat Hangers. I got this from them when they played here in Nashville at this place called the Stone Fox that went away. I don't remember the exact date or year. There's no tour dates on that. They're a really cool, just straightforward punk band as well. Not quite as catchy as Shonen Knife, but definitely fun, a little bit more aggressive. Cool band for sure. So many shirts here. Let's get a matching shirt to what I'm wearing right now. I showed this in the last video. This is for the Def Leppard tour 2020, you know, the one that's not gonna happen, the stadium tour. I got this when I ordered my my ticket. But here's a shirt that looks very similar from when I saw them some year. What year was it? Tour 2017. This is when I saw them in 2017. It's got the dates on the back. Saw them here in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena. Great show. I think this was the tour, funny enough, where they were touring with Poison. Just like they'll be doing on the stadium tour, but they played at the arena with Poison and Tesla. They were the other band that opened up for them. Great show, great show. I remember really not liking the Poison fans that night. I had a good ticket, and all of the Bret Michaels fangirls were just really annoying in my area, but they kind of straightened themselves out by the time Def Leppard came on, so it was all good. They were really obnoxious and really annoying while Poison was on. It was a weird time. Next up, we have a gray shirt. We don't have a lot of gray shirts, so there's only a few this could be. This is the Descendants shirt. When I saw them at Marathon Music Works here in Nashville, I believe last year. This is actually, as you can see, from the California Poser Tour 2018. You may or may not be able to read that, but it's a small run of dates. It looks like they did in California. They were trying to get rid of these things for like 10 bucks, so I picked one up because I didn't like the actual tour shirt they had, but I wanted to get something to remember my first time seeing the Descendants, since they were such an iconic band, and I figured I probably would never get to see them again, and so far I haven't. So far I'm right. They don't tour a whole lot though, so you know, might never get to see them again, but good that I got that shirt when I did. And this one's from a band that I was a fan of and then became friends with over time. The Japanese action comic punk heroes, P-Lander Z. Look at that P-Lander Z shirt. What does it say? It says, medium rare University of Planet P-Lander, Long Island City. That's right, the crazy Japanese punk rock gods from New York at the time. Now they're living in Austin, Texas. On the back it says Mike 69 because of course they have a song called So Many Mike about how everyone you meet in America is named Mike. Makes perfect sense to me. And what a great shirt, what a great band. If you've never checked out P-Lander Z, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Craziest live show you will ever see, full on costumes. They're from another planet, literally. So you gotta check them out, you gotta check them out. And here's another really cool band. This one doesn't have much of a story behind it, it's just a simple Blondie shirt. Been worn to death. I've had this thing for like a decade. I got this, I believe, at like Hot Topic or something, but it's a great shirt. It's worn to death, kind of ratty looking in person, but that's why we love it. We love our ratty rock and roll shirts because that's how they should be. And speaking of Japan, I always buy shirts from Japanese bands when I see them. I think I'm always like pressured that I might not get the chance again because they're in Japan, I'm in America, might not get the chance again. And this one is from a really cool band, Starset. You see that there? Some cool art. They are like a grindcore band from Japan that weirdly enough has played Nashville twice. This is from the US tour 2013. It's got your dates there on the back. There's two-piece, super noisy, super aggressive grindcore band that's just, it's bass and drums and vocals. It's insane. They were touring through Nashville in 2013 on their way to Chaos and Chaos when that still existed. We've got a second reference to that here. They played Nashville on May 28th of 2013, and this shirt is really cool. US Tour 2013. I'm glad I picked this one up. This is a band that does not tour a lot, but again, they played here a couple years ago, and I couldn't get a shirt from them because they didn't have one of the ones that I liked in my size, but I got some records from them then. But really cool, really unique band. You can stream their stuff on like Spotify, and they've got a Bandcamp page and things like that. So, yeah, I did that. I meant to do that. I'm so smooth. But nonetheless, check out Starset. Cool band. Nice people from when I met them. Speaking of nice people, I met these people at Dragon Con for a second. The DoubleClicks. Got their little cats on there. I believe this was Dragon Con 2018 when they played. Really cool band. They're like this nerdy duo that do, you know, nerd songs. You know, there's songs about cats and video games, and they would work really well with lightsabers as a result. So You know, get on that, DoubleClicks. Get on that. Get on to playing a show with Nightsabers if we can ever play shows again. That's my band that also sings about nerdy stuff like video games and cats and food and following your dreams. So that's the same things that you do. Owning this many band shirts is just like the perfect example of American excess. There's no reason to have all these, but I've got them all. Next up, we have a Butch Walker shirt. This is from the Stay Gold tour. It says Stay Gold Ponyboy. Butch Walker is the cool like rockabilly guy there. I shouldn't have to tell you guys about Butch Walker at this point, but I feel that people still don't know who he is, but he's just one of the best straightforward rock and roll singer-songwriter guys of my generation and of your generation. If you haven't checked out Butch Walker, what are you doing with your life? Go check out Butch Walker. I love him. I'm an absolutely huge fan. And speaking of bands I'm fans of, you know, we have Pele Energy again. Look at this shirt. Look at that artwork. Space Vacation Tour. I don't remember what year this was exactly, but this one's cool because it has everybody on it. It has all the guys on there and girls. It's got Pele Pink as well. Pause the video and look at that if you need to. That's a great shirt. I love that. Pele Energy, good friends, good people. Go check them out. And this one just fell into my lap, literally. Jesso Letter, look at that. Jesso Letter from Dragon Con 2018. She is an amazing singer-songwriter with like a spooky vibe. She's really cool, really talented. I just kicking myself that I didn't actually network with her at Dragon Con 2019 with my band Nightsabers. Maybe I should send this video to her and say that she's featured somewhere in it and she'll watch it. Perhaps, who knows, but she's really cool. You know, she performed with Aurelio Voltaire as well there, and if you're a fan of him, you'll definitely be a fan of her. She's really cool stuff. Hopefully she'll get to play Dragon Con again, and hopefully we'll get to play Dragon Con again. Hopefully Dragon Con will happen at some point again. So, moving on, we have a Minor Threat shirt. Just the classic picture of them. Minor Threat there. It's got a rip somewhere, right? Yeah, it's got a rip right there. I don't know if you can see that, but just a classic Minor Threat shirt. I think I ordered this on eBay or something. No cool story behind that one. Sorry, guys. Now, this one, on the other hand, has a cool story because this is a slants shirt. Look at the slants there. We're just finding all the Dragon Con bands. Somehow all the Dragon Con bands got together and fell together into my shirt collection. But this one is also this is a band that I've always been really good friends with. My bands have always been really good friends with them. They are a cool band. They recently broke up, but their leader and founder, Simon Tam, he's still doing a lot of cool stuff. He has a memoir out. They're very active still on social media, sharing all these videos and photos and things from when they were a band. And guess what? I even performed with them on stage a few times, including Dragon Con, Ilmtac, Anime Blues. Both myself and Zoe from my band Nightsabers performed with them. Really cool band. Check them out if you like dancey, poppy stuff. Really good songwriting, really good people, and you're helping out a good cause. Their story is very interesting. Maybe we could do a video about them on the channel one day. And next up, we have a shirt that I got from the Metalhead box one month, and I remember being really excited about this one because it's a Toxic Holocaust shirt. Love Toxic Holocaust, straightforward thrash metal, all made by one guy. All made by one guy. It's impressive when you listen to the band because it sounds like a full-on thrash band from the 80s, but it's made by a guy in current times. One guy. Very talented guy. What a cool band, what a cool guy, what a cool concept. Love them. Love Toxic Holocaust. That pile of shirts, you might not be able to see it in the shop, but it's getting so high, all the shirts I'm throwing over there. But we're going to get through a few more before this finishes up. Next up, we have an Unknown Hinson shirt. I don't remember which show I got this from because I've seen Unknown Hinson quite a few times, but if you've never checked out Unknown Hinson, check him out. One of the best live guitarists you will ever hear. He does the voice for Early on Squidbillies as well. So the whole Unknown Hinson concept is somewhat comical, but the musicianship is ridiculous. He's somewhat country-ish, but it's a lot more rock and roll when you see him live. So you gotta check out Unknown Hinson. Next up, a band that might not make you feel so good. This I also got from the Metalhead box. Bell Witch. They're like a very sludgy, very just heavy metal band. Very long songs, like a record will have like 5 songs on it. It's like Sabbath on steroids, but Bell Witch, cool band. I remember being happy to get that shirt. And on the front of Metal, we got all the Metal shirts right here. Converge shirt. This was from when I saw them in Chaos and Teos, 2011 as well. How cool of a design is that? Their shirts always have cool designs. It says Converge on the back there. Cool shirt, cool shirt. It's a gray one. Don't have a lot of those. Most of these are black. And speaking of black shirts, let's grab another black one. Let's grab another heavy band one too. This is a really cool grindcore band, Full of Hell. I love this. I don't know which time I got this from them. I usually buy a shirt each time I see them because they always have really cool designs. They're always like really cheap, but Full of Hell's great. If you like quick, to the point, heavy grindcore stuff. You gotta check them out. And they're very experimental. They're always putting out new stuff too. A very, very busy band. And here's something completely different. So most people listen to Full of Hell would not consider this band music. And most people listen to this band would not consider Full of Hell music, but I like them both, so it shows some diversity. Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In album cover. I've had this shirt forever. I've had it forever. It might not show up on camera too well, but it's very cracked. There's a lot of cracks in Bret Michaels' face. It's kind of like Bret Michaels today if it wasn't for all the, you know, makeup and plastic surgery and whatnot. But I love this album. And, you know, if this band had continued to be as cool their entire career as they were on this album, then they would be a band that would be taken a lot more seriously, I think. But I don't know. I like Poison all right. They're fun. Every time I've seen them, they're fun. It's just not my go-to band, but that's a good shirt. Everybody needs a Look What the Cat Dragged In shirt because it's such a legendary album, such a legendary album cover. So you definitely need that. And here's another one. Going back to the heavy side of things here. You got Pallbearer. This is another sludgy, doomy, just long song, very heavy band. This is from their Heartless album, which I love. Very progressive album for them, getting into a progressive territory. I got this, I think, like last year or maybe the year before. I don't know. They play here quite often, and I've only got one shirt from them. All right, guys, this video is getting long-winded, so we're gonna do just a few more, but let's see if we can finish up with a couple bangs. Hey, this is a good one. This is a classic one. We've been getting a lot of the heavy ones this time. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. I think I got this at the mall because, of course, you get Maiden shirts at the mall now. It's silly, but, you know, when they're good shirts, this one's very faded now, so I've had it for a while. It's just, it feels nice, though. It feels nice. You rub it on your skin. You feel good about yourself. You feel like you are Eddie incarnate, but great shirt for sure. Love it. And I think I see the ultimate shirt right now to end with a real bang here. I know it's been a heavy one this time mostly, other than some bands like Poison and Butch Walker, but we're going to end with a heavy one. I got to see these guys when Odorous was still alive. Don't remember the exact year. But this is a Guar shirt from the first time I saw them. Whatever year that was, it was a long time ago now. I love Guar. I try to see them every time. Of course, you know, Odorous is no longer with us, but I got to see him with it. Guar should need no introduction to you guys. You should know who Guar is. And if you don't, look them up and you'll thank me later. Great band. And yeah, I think that's a good way to end the video. There's still a million shirts here. We're not ending this anytime soon. I don't know how we're gonna get through all these. It's gonna be like a 12-part series, or maybe I'll do them all on a live stream one night, or maybe not all of them, but some of them. Maybe we'll transfer to doing them on a live stream at some point, but we'll still call it like part 3 at that point, or 4, or whatever it gets to. So with all that being said, what did you guys think of some of these shirts? Have you seen some of these bands? Do you own some of these shirts? Do you have some cool stories as well? I would love to know all of that and more in the comments down below. And if you somehow lasted this really long video and you're new around here, you know you want to hit that subscribe button so you can get more rock and roll content like this all the time, and also hit the little bell so you actually get the updates. Give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube knows that you're alive and knows that I'm alive. And as always, my name is Kimchi Chris. I will see you guys on the next video.